We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live by a tape-delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Look over there. Riding into town to save the day once again. It's time to round up your pulls and ride to the comic store. Here is your Extreme Hardcore Nerds Weekly Comics Report.
Welcome back. It is now time where we talk comics. We talk nothing but comics. We talk everything comics, and it's also that time of the day where I turn it over to our resident comic nerd himself, Gunnar Sipper, as he brings us all the news from pages and panels during the week. So, with that having been said, Gunnar, what is new in the world of comics this week?
Wait, why is my freaking...
Anyways, first off, there's a pretty good sale if you've ever been a fan of Dark Horse or BPRD or any of the Hellboy franchise. The BPRD Mega Bundle, for if you're looking to fill out your digital comic collection, for $40 you get 33 BPRD issues, including such story arcs as Garden of Souls, Hollow Earth, Plague of Frogs, Black Flame, The Dead, Universal Machine, and many, many more. This is a great deal if you're looking to get into it.
Good arcs. Very cool.
Very. Yeah. So for $40,
You almost
excuse me.
might want to say it's hella sweet.
regularly $65.67, you're getting 843 pages of Magnolia Glory.
Nice. Very nice.
Anyways, we have a preview this week coming out of IDW. If you're a fan of G.I. Joe,
A real American hero.
the Real American Hero Annual number 1 will explore the life of a Crimson Guard.
This can't last more than 3 issues. I'm calling it right now.
For $7.99, you get 48 pages of a dude so lame he becomes a bad guy.
Okay, so an issue and a half.
Wow.
As far as page count goes.
Wow. Just burying it before it even has a chance to breathe.
Hey, prove me wrong. This is what I want. This is the gauntlet I lay down. I was very surprised by G.I. Joe Cobra. I loved that series.
Pride and Prejudice. Victor Von Doom.
Really? The one that never came out?
I'm trying.
I'm just saying. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Not a problem. More fun news. If you're looking to get XO Man of War number 1 and you've got a smartphone, then either in issue number 1 or on promotional posters, there will be a QR code you can scan, and you'll get a little speech from Man of War himself. Just hold your phone or electronic device over his mouth. They even have a dandy little marking where you're supposed to put it, and he'll talk to you.
I like that. Not gonna lie, that's pretty genius marketing right there.
Why the hell are you reading this?
I would not read Man of War, but if more comics would do this, they would have my money.
Okay.
We tell them.
Staying with the independent curve, Atomic Robo: The Last Stop, an animated short, just launched on Kickstarter from the creator Joseph Krizimensky. I probably just butchered that name. Anyways, they had a measly goal of $12,000. They broke that. They're currently at $42,000 with 38 days left to go.
We like to spend.
Schaefer does one thing and right away.
The man is a god. It doesn't matter what he does. Fallout will ensue and good things happen for others. Why haven't we made him a legendary icon yet?
I don't know, but alrighty.
I've got one DC story, and then I'll leave the big story up to Andy here. But on my side, NPR, the State of Reunion. They want to hear from the people that helped donate to Mike Myers, the guy that had his entire Superman collection stolen and gained it all back through donations and eventual recovery from the theft. So, if you help donate and you want to tell your story, just either go on www.stateoftheunion.com or leave a voicemail at 866-331-5444. And they're just looking for you to leave a message, your name, where you're from, and what you sent to Mike and why.
Okay.
Gunner, you might as well just link that on our Facebook site because I really doubt people would remember that info.
Good thing on a digital podcast you have a rewind button.
You lazy
Took
son
the
of a
words right out of my
You
mouth.
lazy son of a bitch.
And you act
I
like
will
people,
post it online.
and you
too,
act like
but-
Thank
people
you,
will
Gunner.
still use it.
Oh.
You cheap, lazy motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to be reporting the news, not posting new news stories. Good thing I can multitask.
I better see a parentheses 1 on my Facebook in a little bit.
It's
God,
already posted. Everyone go away.
God,
I was encouraging
Moving
it.
on. We got some Marvel news to
Exactly.
cover now. Ultimate Spider-Man, the animated series. Marvel released 4 character shots of new characters. So far, we've confirmed White Tiger, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and the Spider-Man costume. My hopes for this show are starting to look like I felt for the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
okay.
I don't know what if Bendis has control over this or not, but I hope to God he doesn't, because this looks like poop, and I'm not excited.
Fair enough.
So, we'll see. Coming soon, April 1st. I will be watching it.
Gunner will drop the for
Little
us.
bit more Marvel news. For those who have been following this story, the Facebook RPG Marvel's Avenger Alliance is now live. And I gotta say, it's fun. I've been playing it the last couple days, and I've enjoyed it.
Now, is it just more like that classic JRPG style turn-based where it's like, okay, hit your character, choose what you want to do, sit and wait, and then choose again?
Yep, it's JRPG Farmville.
Okay.
And that's the only flaw I've really seen with it. If you ever want to upgrade your characters or do anything else, you better have friends, because the only way you can get certain items are by having your friends send them to you. And there isn't a gift limit, so you just find someone committed to keep sending them to you. And then to get other things, you need to unlock gold, which you either complete by finishing a level or buying it. So, if
So
you take...
is this that Avengers game that you gave me a link on Facebook?
Yes, I did. I sent all 3 of you it.
I know.
Okay.
I need to sign up for it yet.
It's... If you take out the Farmville aspect of it, this could be a really good game. It's a good time waster, that's all right now.
Okay.
And finally, my big story. For those of you who have been reading Fantastic Four and FF, cancel your subscriptions now. Jonathan Hickman is leaving.
Oh, I'm glad you're just telling them to jump off the boat and it hasn't even caught fire yet.
So Hickman's leaving Fantastic Four. He's leaving FF. He's leaving Avengers and New Avengers. What the hell is he working on?
His tan line?
His mom.
Yeah, his tan line.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like you hear all this stuff like, okay, he's leaving this book, leaving this book, leaving this book, leaving this book. I haven't heard of, oh yeah, he's going to be working on instead, insert here.
Whoa.
Do you want to hear his quote?
Yeah, let's hear the quote.
Okay. I always had an end point in mind, but along the way I really fell in love with writing Marvel's First Family, and I always had all these dangling bits to clean up, and so I agreed and wanted to stay on. Then all the gears started turning on all the Avengers versus X-Men stuff, and what comes after, and it just became obvious that October would be a good time to hop off. He will wrap up his stories in October's Fantastic Four number 611 and FF number 23.
Okay. So I mean,
It's
no,
just like the Mass Effect 3 or the Mass Effect writer is leaving
yeah.
He jumped ship.
BioWare, so why can't this guy leave?
Well, no,
F
he's not.
that.
He's not leaving Marvel. I'm just
Yeah.
normally when you hear a comic book writer is leaving a project, he has something else that he's going to
do
right
it.
away. And I know Hickman's been on Fantastic Four for what 3-4 years now. He's been on Avengers for a couple years now. So it's like I know he's put in his time and is probably going to take a little bit of a sabbatical. But like I said, it's just one of those. Normally, when you hear somebody leaving, it's okay. They're leaving because they're going to work on this.
Okay.
And not like Rob Liefeld, who's just like, we'll just throw your name into everything. But
We'll figure out later who picks you
yeah.
up.
But that's the only thing I'm saying about this. I mean, I'm not saying he hasn't had a good run. I'm not saying it hasn't been enjoyable. It's just like, okay.
Maybe it's just that he's taking a sabbatical.
If he's earned my respect enough to say, okay, what's your next project going to be?
Maybe it's just that he's taking a sabbatical and he hasn't signed to anything yet.
Okay.
It could be just that.
I mean, that's my only question. So
Why don't you send him a shot to his Twitter account, see if he sends back to you.
see what I can get out of him.
You just harass him for 2 days. Tell me!
Oh. So
That it,
that pretty
Gunnar?
much takes care of Gunner's news, or unless you have something else to add to that.
Nope, that's all I have.
Okay.
Over to our side.
Moving over to our
What's in
side.
DC?
Yeah, exactly. We'll get to DC here. As long as we're staying on the Marvel and the Avengers and X-Men crossovers, Marvel and MTV have announced that they are doing Avengers versus X-Men War Journals. They're doing an animated series based on the book that is going to air on MTV. I believe concurrently during the same time that
As
the
the
books are
book's
coming
going.
out. I couldn't remember if we covered that one or not. That's why I threw it in this week.
I don't think we did, but I still... Yeah. Gunner?
What?
Is this good? I don't know
What's
what to
it?
think.
Didn't you say Avengers versus X-Men?
Avengers versus X-Men War Journal. Now, basically, it's an animated series MTV is going to be putting out that's going to be congruent and with the release of the Marvel books.
I heard Avengers versus X-Men and stopped caring.
Nah, that's what I thought.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm tired of these crossovers. Did we want a Fear Itself War Journal?
Yeah, it's called Fear Itself. Point whatever
One.
they're on
Yeah.
now, where they erased everything.
Yeah, so, I mean, unless they pull some magic miracle and this turns out awesome, I just don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
MD.2.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. And also, as long as we're talking Marvel, Marvel graphic novels are now officially on Apple's iBookstore.
Yay, a new market.
So, slowly but surely, the digital market is starting to grow.
Truly.
Let's see. And speaking of digital market, Comixology's Dogs of Mars series has announced that they are actually going to be printed. So they will be available in comic stores. Have not read this, but
Anything new is good for me.
yep. Let's see. Image has announced that they are coming up with a new series, Danger Club, by Landry Walker and Eric Jones. The fate of the world is in the hands of the allies that the heroes left behind, their teenage sidekicks. So it's literally just like the Young Justice episode I just got done watching from yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the adults disappear, we'll leave it up to the kids.
There's no way they could fuck this up.
This sounds like a great idea. But again, I'll maybe a digital download first issue just to check it out, or if they do a freebie. So
Cinco de Mayo's coming.
let's see. Also, we found this week the 1 million moms. This is an anti-gay, all that wonderful boycotting
I cover my ears now.
group. has decided to boycott Toys R Us over Archie's Kevin Keller character. Why?
Moms with too much time on their
Yeah,
hands.
literally,
They go away.
Someone's not screaming at their mom enough to get back in the kitchen.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Sexist.
Let's see.
And we're the bad guys.
It usually turns out that way.
I have a mask on. I'm in black. I'm perfectly fine here.
Let's see. Also, we found out that America's Got Powers. It's a new comic series coming out. As promised, it's going to give twice the Marvel for $1 less. That's their advertising gimmick, as they're going to the $2.99 price point for 40 pages.
Yeah.
So,
what's the premise for this one again? It's just
I'm trying
everyday?
to remember.
I don't know if there's everyday people getting just superpowers.
I think that's what it is. So kind of going off like the heroes thing again.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
So,
Heroes tried it, and
but they're doing it for $1 cheaper.
I could spend that $2.99 and get another comic.
I know.
There's a new Batwoman.
So, those of us that have missed Pac-Man found out that we have potentially awesome news coming our way, as there might be a new Pac-Man cartoon coming to Disney XD in 2013.
I watched the trailer. That was stupid.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb.
The whole concept of it is it's kind of real world background, computer animated Pac-Man and characters, and he has to eat power pellets to defeat Inky and Pinky and Sue and Blinky. Yes, that's what I'm for.
Wow, congratulations, you got that.
I was like, I know I'm going to forget one of them. Yeah,
I'll just watch the old
what
one.
he said.
I'll just watch the old one and get my kicks.
And now, finally, on to the DC news for the week.
Apparently something important happened or something, right?
I don't know. Nothing that great.
Hush. So, we found out from Hot Toys that we are getting a 1/6 scale Batmobile from the Michael Keaton era. The original Batman 1989 Batmobile is coming out for collector.
How much?
I want this.
Did they give a price?
No price,
Damn
but
it.
I want this.
Yeah, I do too.
Not gonna lie, it's good that this will probably be on my shelf somewhere.
As long as it's not $200-something. It
Yeah.
probably will be.
And then last but not least, so with April right around the corner, DC has announced that they're coming out with Earth 2! And a couple of stories coming from that era. And we finally got to see some of the new costume designs for our Earth 2 characters. First off the bat, we have Superman and Supergirl, who look just like Power Girl. As essentially, Supergirl and Power Girl have the same outfit, except one's blue.
Yeah.
And
different
rather
color
than a
scheme.
P, it's an S.
Different color scheme.
Superman, same thing.
Dang.
So I was just like, okay, it didn't change it that much. We got our look at Batman and Robin. Batman, he looks like he's wearing a trench coat with the cape that he has in Earth 2. It seriously looks like a guy just put on a Batman cowl, put on a utility belt, and is walking down this. It looks like Rorschach trying to dress up like Batman.
The best way to describe it, yeah,
Essentially.
that's essentially what he does look like.
From the screenshots I've seen, that's essentially what it looks like. Is Rorschach traded in his mask for the
For
Batman cowl?
It's just nicer. Doesn't cover his mouth.
Exactly. And of course, Robin. We now can confirm that Robin of Earth 2 was Helena Wayne before she became Huntress.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now that this is the third time we've had a chick Robin, or four. Stephanie,
chick.
the Squire, Helena, and I think
There's one more.
I think there was one
a
more.
fourth one, and she was really, really brief. It was
Yeah.
because they show her in whatchamacallit, the Robin crossover on
Okay.
in Batman and
Yeah, the Batman Brave and the Bold
Brave and the
one.
Bold.
Who was the Robin in
the
the
fourth
Frank
girl.
Miller, like the first edition Frank Millers?
All-Star Robin, that was Dick.
Dick, yeah.
I thought it was a girl also.
Mm,
I don't know in Frank Miller's
The Batman comics I had or whatever from Frank Miller, Robin was a girl. I can't remember. It might have been Stephanie.
Might be
but I'm
Stephanie.
not
I was gonna
sure.
say it might be Stephanie.
Might be
then.
Stephanie you're thinking of then.
So, so that's the design on those. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself on accident. It's third because Garrett's right. In Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight Strikes Again, it's Carrie Kelly, and then Stephanie is the one that's briefly, and this will be the third one.
Well, and then there's the one that goes around with the guy from England,
England
that's
and
actually
Knight and
dressed in
Squire.
like the suit of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knight and Squire.
Yeah, that would be 4.
So yeah, that's a chick too. So yeah, there's 4 of them. So
I was right on a comic book thing?
Yes.
Sweet.
and then last but not least, we found out what Wonder Woman is going to look like in this world. Essentially, take the Wonder Woman outfit, cross it with Xena, and have the headdress from the Star Sapphires.
Yeah.
There's your Wonder Woman look for Earth 2. And a really big-ass sword.
No different from her look in Flashpoint.
It almost essentially, yeah, it's very
Pretty
similar to
fucking
that.
close. It's really close.
So I don't think she had the headdress in Flashpoint,
No.
if I remember right. But
She didn't have the headdress, but I mean, the suit, and she had I think she had some kind of headgear
yeah,
on.
I think she just had. I think,
But it was
she
only
just-
during. It was the battle. It was like the battle suit armor kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's what the Earth 2 characters are going to look like. Yay, no, maybe on the outfits.
I'm fine. I don't know about Batman Shaq.
I like that one.
I don't know about
like
that one too much.
Oh, so like I said, really the only one coming out of Earth 2 that I want to read is World's Finest.
World's Finest, Helena, and
I might give the JSA a shot, but it's definitely going to be World's Finest.
probably not. I'm not even reading JLA right now, so.
So, or it's not JLA, JSA. But with all that having been said, that does bring comic news to a close for this week. So make sure you stay with us as we have one small little bit yet to cover. And of course, that is Gunner's review of SSX. So make sure you stay with us as we will be right back.